Hi guys, it's Dustin with TWPD. Today we are going to be working on the Sony Xperia Z5 Premium Edition, International Edition, excuse me. So what you're going to need is you're going to need that front waterproof adhesive, then you're going to need the rear waterproof adhesive when we get in and out of the device. Then also you're going to need the panel here, the LCD digitizer panel. Now to separate the glass on it, it's possible if you can find the digitizer in the Oka sheet. Loka, on the other hand, would be very difficult as it has a backlight and you'd have to do a lot of work. Anyways, so we can just replace this. The customer paid about $110 for this, and I'm assuming they paid about $5–10 for the adhesive here. We're charging him today $100 to install this, and I plan on sticking to my guns on this, okay? So, because this is a very challenging phone, and if you want to send it in, that is fine with me, but just be aware that it's going to cost you a little over $200. So first and foremost, you'd want to order the LCD panel, and then you'd want to order these adhesive, and then you can send it in to me. If you want us to order it, we'll probably just do a flat rate of $250 plus tax. I have not even put this on the website yet. The customer contacted me and I said, okay. Now, I don't know if the international version is different than the American version except for the fingerprint reader inside, but if I ever get my hands on one, I'll be glad to do it. Not really interested in purchasing the phone and figuring it out. So we're going to need an iSesame tool, nice and flat here, and some business cards to help cut the adhesive. If you want a quicker version of this video, Jerry Rig Everything has done us a favor and already done this. So I just put this on my hot plate at 100 degrees Celsius for about 5 minutes. And that gives us the opportunity to go ahead and get into this device pretty easy without much resistance. Just be careful not to put your tool over the eyepiece there, or you'll have to replace the back panel. Now we're going to get in here and look for these pull tabs. I have found them, but it did nothing. Let's see here. Is there another one? I thought there was. Okay, well, no luck on the pull tabs. So we're going to go ahead and continue slicing around here. Just putting some pressure on it. Okay, now we're going to cut the top of the battery here. Like I said, I tried to pull the tabs, but I couldn't get a hold of them. So we're going to want to put this back on and clean off the old adhesive, and then we're going to put on the new adhesive for this. But it's already cooled down, so it's kind of hard to pull it off. So if it gets too difficult, you can put it back on your hot plate. Alright, I'm going to put that on the hot plate for now. Seems like we might need the actual adhesive here, so we'll reapply it with some new stuff. So let's go ahead and disconnect the battery. probably one of these. And using jerry rig. Just unclipping all the little clips. This is an interesting one. There we go. That's bizarre. Alright, let's see if we can get these pull tabs out. Ah, they break so easy. Well, that sucks. Yeah, well, unfortunately, it broke. Now I have to remove the battery and not puncture it. It's gonna be fun. Oh. Just lifting it up a little bit so that way I can get my business card in there. Oh, it really doesn't want to go. You know what I might end up doing here is putting it on the hot plate for a few minutes. Let's do that. So I'm going to just put it flat down on the glass for about 3 minutes, and then we'll come back. Just going to pause the video for now. Okay, so I didn't realize it was so zoomed in, so I kind of zoomed it out here a little bit. So hopefully we didn't miss much of that. So now that we got it nice and warm, this battery should come up pretty easy, I'm hoping. Got to be careful of these cables. So all I'm doing is just putting my tool in there and doing a little bit of twisting action, but not too much because I don't want to puncture it. That was the cable we had to worry about too. Okay, now we are going to start getting rid of all the screws. We're going to definitely want to keep organized on this repair here. So put in a nice little spot for you out of the way. Can't believe they fit 23 megapixels in all this. It's crazy. A little rubber piece on top of that. Let's put that back on. Probably is to keep the camera aligned properly without wiggling all around. Putting some force on here. Trying to get this little piece out. I'm assuming it's inside the phone, inside the frame here. So we're going to actually use our tool here and pop it out. There we go. Alright, that piece is out now. Let's actually get it. Let's see what. Sure how this thing goes out. Or actually, I'm just going to leave that in. There's the 5 megapixel camera. Yeah, this is not coming out at all, so just not going to worry about that for now. Alright, let's get the bottom right screw here. And so we're going to pull this piece out. Another plastic piece. Doesn't seem to really do nothing. Supposed to be there. Alright, remove that plastic piece there. There we go. This is kooky. Just getting our tweezers under that piece here. Let's actually start on this side here. Hopefully this is looking pretty good on the camera. Okay, we're gonna pull that piece out. Set that aside. Looks like we got another little one here. All right. I think this motherboard's ready to come out. Oh, probably need the SIM card popper. Yeah. You could probably just push that with your fingers, actually. I'll pull out the SD card. I really do not like how these SIM card things are designed. There we go. Yeah, it's still SIM card. Interesting. Still doesn't want to come out. It's all clipped in. Let's see here. Let's try to pull it out this way. There we go. That released it. Alright, let's set this aside. What is this contraption? I guess. Oh, okay, it goes like that. Let's take it out anyways, just in case it wants to fall out somewhere while we're repairing. The speaker might fall out while we're repairing, so watch out for this. We can stick that back in. I'm sure it'll stay. Don't think we really need to take out that. We need to remove this entire contraption in order to get into the LCD removal. Okay. Well, let's start off with over here first. This is all glued on. Just cut that off, or cut the adhesive off. This is as retarded as you can get for a design. There we go. Okay, watch that cable. That is very delicate. But I don't think we need to have to remove this whole thing. Tell you this much, jerry rig everything makes it look a lot easier. This is more difficult than it looks on his video. Okay, so we have to pull this piece out here, and we got to get under this somehow, and I'm trying to figure that out first. Once we can get under this, I'm pretty sure we'll go for the screen. It's most bizarre. Looks all part of the housing. Maybe it can slide under there without a problem. Okay, I think we're good. I don't think we needed to remove this at all. We'll just put this back. That was not needed. Does not want to put the rubber back on. Come on. Slide on there. Nice and silky smooth. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this on the hot plate for 5 minutes, and then we're going to start working on the screen here. Pausing it again. You know, guys, I just realized something really important that we should do. I didn't even think about this, but we should definitely test that screen. Could you imagine getting that all glued in and everything done, and it doesn't work? Oh, I told this guy I would test it too before installing it. So let's go ahead and get, this is already blazing hot. Ooh, the cable is on the brink of breaking. Careful with this cable, guys. This is really delicate. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to place the battery back in here, but we're going to first remove this stupid adhesive. Come on. So I would, before disassembling it too far, get this exposed here, right? And then you're going to plug in your screen and we'll test it. Okay, well, I can't remove any more adhesive off that. It's not going to come. Let's see here if this will work. I might need to charge it too. Not 100% sure. I'm assuming this is the power button, so we're going to go ahead and hit that on. Okay, perfect. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward, guys. You do not want to glue all this stuff in and spend 45 minutes on this repair just to find out the screen doesn't work. So make sure that you fully test it, because once you glue this in, no one's going to accept it for a return. Okay, so the gentleman did give me his passcode, and it is, oh wait, you guys can't see this, one second. Okay. Just be really careful with how you're moving this thing around. All my buddies want to talk to me. So many of you guys want to join TWPD. Okay, it has been busy. Phone has been ringing like crazy. Sorry guys, people are texting and calling, and speaking of calling. Okay. Pull this motherboard back out. Just had the most interesting conversation with a lady. She was laughing and giggling, let's just say. So, That was fun. Ah! Come on out! There we go. Sounds like I'm breaking it out. Just a bit. Alright, motherboard set aside. And then this back on the hot plate for 5 minutes. Alright. Got it nice and hot. We'll focus on the top side first so we don't slice those cables. I like to hopefully be able to get this refurbished in the future. Not sure yet. But I'm talking to my Oka guy who does all my Oka work, and he says he'll look into it. If it can, then we can get this repair cheaper. Okay, so we're just getting our business card under the backlight there, so that way we salvage the screen. Just getting our tool right there so that we loosen the glue up, just barely in there, not too much. And I was correct, we don't have to take all the other stuff off. Okay, so we're gonna take a look here and see if we need to move anything over. Doesn't really seem like it. That's good. Looks like it has a digitizer connector, so you would be replacing, if you did want to do glass, you would want to go in between the digitizer and the LCD and then replace the digitizer glass to do glass only. So what I'm evaluating right now is to make sure that all the adhesive is cleaned off and removed, so that way we can put the new adhesive on. Also, we want to check the sides and make sure that there's no dings or bends, and if there is, just push it out a little bit like I just did on that one. You might have to use some pliers too if it's too heavily dinged inward. Okay, so now for the challenging part. We have to get this piece on. Oh boy. You be. Which way does it go? Which way does it go? Okay. I'm assuming it goes front camera. Where the heck? Front camera's there. This adhesive doesn't seem to really line up to anything special. And in fact, no, he got the wrong adhesive. Well, that really sucks, guys. So we can't really do this with the proper adhesive. Unfortunately, he bought the wrong adhesive, so I'm going to give him a call and see if he wants to buy the right adhesive or what. Yeah, this is not wide enough. This is a different version. Okay, so I just talked to the customer, and he's just said just put regular adhesive on there. You know, if you want the waterproof adhesive, you're gonna have to order that proper. Okay, so I'm busting out my really ultra thin 0.5 millimeter adhesive right now, and this is going to be lots of fun. And I'm being so sarcastic. Okay, so I get this adhesive on eBay. He said he ordered the right one for his phone, but obviously, you know, the seller did not do him right. That happens from time to time. The seller doesn't even know what they're selling. I would say it's probably still waterproof, but I told him I couldn't guarantee it. Because, you know, of my adhesive. It's not technically the waterproof seal. And I just gotta figure out where I want to put this other adhesive. I'm assuming, I mean, it doesn't make sense to put it there. When you do your own adhesive, you kind of have to play guesswork here. It's fine to overlap some little holes. Just, you know, you don't want to overlap it completely. So put adhesive right there. It's going to be very difficult, especially with the thinness. So we're just going to ignore that part. Probably should try though. Let's do it here. We can try, but I don't think we'll be able to get it there. Okay, got it stuck on there, but pulling it off is another problem. Okay. Lots of arts and craft here, guys. You gotta have some patience, which I don't have a lot of lately. Just going through a lot of stuff in my life. Really happy of so many people wanting to join TWPD. Just really want to help you guys out. Want to help the individual want to become better, bigger, and make more money for themselves. And hey, if you want to do it all by yourself, that's fine with me too. I don't care. I don't know why they have to put so many holes in this thing. Goodness gracious. Okay. Now for the peeling part. I got so many videos to upload right now. Got the Note 5, the Apple Watch, the Z5, 4th of July weekend and my endeavors. It just takes so long to upload. And then I gotta edit them all, and, or not edit, but spice them all together, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. I was really hoping for a shorter video here, guys. Sorry, this is literally probably the adhesive on the panel and this. Feel free to skip forward. You don't have to watch how I do this. Applying adhesive is pretty straightforward. But as always, I just like to have my videos unedited, and so that way you guys see like how long it actually takes if you go this route. I could have had pretty much the phone finished by now, I'd say, if I had the adhesive. Hey, the little one worked, it looks like. Maybe. Here we go. Okay. Finally finished. Peel that off so it doesn't get in the way. Set that in there. And we're going to set that flap down. Trying to get this on camera here for you guys. Make sure it's nice and flush. We don't scratch it while we're working on the other end here. Okay, now the motherboard back into place. If we can get this thing figured out first, because this is a little confusing here, this piece here. Okay, so put this on. Or not. I just wanted to hang up. Okay, it looks like this cable just twists around here, plugs in. And then we're going to get this piece back on. Ah, it sits above on that thing. Okay. A little bizarre, Sony. See? Right there. Okay. So many interruptions. Yeah, it's part of the game. You know what? I might have to actually move this motherboard out a little bit. I totally forgot that we want to put this piece in first. Pretty sure it's not supposed to be crooked though. There we go. One of those pieces that you probably don't have to remove. Not saying for sure yes or no. There we go. Just gotta make sure it's sitting flush. Little bracket around it. Let's, instead of doing that, let's put this in first. It. Trying to figure this little piece out is not the easiest thing here. What is the deal? Doesn't seem like... Oh, because it's upside down. Boo. Okay. I had a little brain fart there. There we go. So these pieces don't need to be removed. None of this needs to be really removed. Okay, now we can put this piece back in. Maybe. These little clips are fighting me. What am I doing wrong, guys? see if I can get this little piece in there. I don't know what's going on. It seems like this piece here doesn't want to clip in there, in this hole. That's the problem I'm having. This piece here. Maybe it's just not in all the way. Oh, that's why. Well, that's the uses of these brackets. It tells you how far things are in. They're lined up correctly. That's nice. Okay. Now we get this piece in here. Just kind of floats there. Nothing much, nothing really special. Clip that in. There's little clip holes. Well, that one doesn't have one, but there's that one. That is your alignment right here. Okay. We're going to put some new adhesive down for the battery. So that's not going anywhere. So we'll just put one strip down. That should be plenty enough. I just like to plug them in first. Make sure I have proper alignment. What did Randy say?
He's 50-50.
Okay. There's a little chip right there. We're going to bend that out. That way we can have the glass sit in there flush. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and run our adhesive. Just going to use a little bit thicker. It might run over a little bit, but it shouldn't hurt nothing. And so this entire time I've had the back piece, and I've been peeling off the excess glue off the back in between breaks, so that way we have a nice smooth surface here, and it's also on the hot plate. I left that on though. So it'll be nice and warm, and it'll be easily able to stick to this. pushing it down right there. That's where we put some more adhesive down. Okay, now we're just going to put his SD card in there. Let this cool down for a second while we're doing that anyways. Time for Contact MD. Hi. Okay. Any chance you can do it in the morning? Yeah. Yeah, that would be best to do that if you can, please. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and see you, bye. Okay, so we got the SIM card in there and SD card. And we can check here to see if anything's popping up. Nothing seems to be popping up or spongy. Looks brand new again. Looks like there's a little bit of a pressure point right there. The only thing that's right there is the battery. Don't remember the password here. See, it is. Okay. Seems to be functioning perfectly. Oops. I don't want to take a picture of that. Perfect. Alright guys, well this is Dustin with TechMD. Thanks for watching the video here. I think the biggest problem with the waterproof right here is up here and down there, because it doesn't have the muff. So I don't think it's going to be waterproof. And if I put tape over there, yeah, it's just not going to work. So that's the biggest problem about waterproofing, is to get that muffle thing down there. I don't know what it's called. I guess the seal goes around and then maybe air does come in there. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how the technology works. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching.